I'm on my way to work out. Yesterday I fasted from daytime until like 9. And I messed up. And I want to talk about that because, fasting was one of my main ways of losing weight when I first started this thing. But I have noticed that the last couple of weeks and months, if I try to do like 24-hour fast, because intermittent fasting is probably part of my regimen, but if I try to do it like a 20-hour fast, I break. I noticed a pattern, a couple patterns is like, it will be at night, so I could just be asleep. Like, yes, today was a prime example. Last night was a good example because I could have just gotten to sleep. It was kind of hard to sleep. That might be, but I could have just gone to sleep. And when you wake up, it's sort of a new day. There's something about fasting and then sleeping. You're sort of in a new mode. You're not as hungry, even. And I wasn't really that hungry. I didn't feel really hungry. But the thing is, when you fasting and you start eating, that'll open up the whole can of worms, So it kind of sucks because I would have had much better progress. And what sucks even more is that, I actually ate first, was like, I was going to eat this within my calorie intake, but I ended up eating like 2,200, which is like, I eat on a regular 1,300. That's my regular goal on a daily basis, and fasting is just like it's just cut into the weekly deficit. So it kind of sucks. I didn't gain that much weight on the scale, but even last night my stomach felt like bloated. It was just too much. And even today I woke up like, ugh. When you eat too much, you just wake up like, ugh. Like your stomach is just churning stuff together that shouldn't even be together. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sucks. But I messed up. I think I learned something from it. And I think the key is, if I can't do the fasting, I just will stick to calorie deficits. Why even bother? But if I'm going to do it, I think one of the key also pitfalls is I went to the workshop. I went to the place I work, you could say, and a lot of different people were eating. That sort of made me like hungry and just like, I want a small Coke or something bad as well. So that too. And if I just sticking it out, if I just manage to sleep, then I'll be fine. And if I can't sleep, if fasting makes it hard to sleep, then I should reconsider it. Even though it was one of my favorite staple, most effective, whatever. So yeah, because this can ruin the weekly deficit. Because I started watching that too, not just watching daily. Daily is important in terms of weekly, and weekly is important in terms of monthly, and monthly is important in terms of yearly and so forth. So this is gonna be a good decade. So I gotta watch the weekly. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm at the gym. So it's kind of a long video. You can say this is a video for yesterday, and then later I'll try to make a video in the evening because then I can sum up the day more instead of making a video in the daytime and be like, I did my workout. Well, what happened with the rest of the day? Because I haven't really been posting those kind of stuff, like calorie intake and stuff like that. Okay, so peace.